going on, guys? Ted from Immersion here, and it's time for your DM's Guild weekly spotlight video. This video is going to be all about a Druid Circle by Stray Chow Chow. This is the Circle of the Beast. There were 3 Druidic Circle homebrew ideas expanded on. They were kind of featured, and I think it was the March or April Dungeon Master Guild Spotlight. And I talked about when they first came out that I might do a review of them. And I haven't because, honestly, other things kind of came into the way. I got requests from you guys of things you'd like to see me do, and I have done those. But the reason I want to do this, and I'm only going to review one, there are 3, but that would be a fairly long video. Not that I'm a stranger to long videos. Reviewing the epic character thing took like 40 minutes. But this one was one of my, it was vying for being one of my favorites. But there was a couple of things that I didn't really like about it, and they just released an update for this yesterday, which is something possibly in a point of fact to maybe you to reach out and start looking for things on the Dungeon Masters Guild and commenting, reviewing, playtesting. The creators, once they upload it, and once you own it, purchase it, donate to it, whatever you want to do, they release updates, and they can release updates. It could be grammatical changes, it could be actual gameplay mechanic changes, and then you can get access to those for free and just click download and get them back. This one was huge. It changed what made one of the features only okay, making it to actually a viable combat use. So, what are we talking about? We are talking about the Druidic Circle, the Circle of the Beast. The link for this will be in the description. As you can see right here, the PDF is $0, folks. You can go get this for free and add a 3rd Druidic Circle to your list for your gameplay. The reason I think that this is a good thing is I think this is well balanced. I think it adds a cool mechanic, and Druids are hurting. And by hurting, I mean hurting for options. Druids are one of the, probably alongside bards, clerics, wizards, one of the best designed classes in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Druids are so powerful that they only have 2. They're a full caster, similar, alongside of the bard as well, but they only have 2 options as far as subclasses go. But bards have gotten several updates in Unearthed Arcana. Druid has gotten 0. They have had 0 updates. They got a couple of spells in Elemental Evil. Every so often an animal is added in a campaign. I'm hoping Volo's Guide for Monsters in the fall will add more. But they have had not a lot of love from official sources, even through Unearthed Arcana. So, fans have taken to making these extra circles, but Stray Chow Chow has made the Circle of the Beast, and I'm going to review it, the full thing, on screen here for you, because as of right now, you can go and get it for $0. So, go and download it for free, and playtest it. Let's just see what you think. So, what do you get? This is one that focuses, you get an animal companion, something that Druid players of past other MMOs and things like that are fairly familiar with. So, at 2nd level, you gain a beast companion that accompanies you on your adventures to fight alongside you. Choose a beast no larger than medium size and a challenge rating of a 1/4 or lower. That is on par with a ranger's animal companion. They add your proficiency bonus to their AC, attack and damage rolls, as well as any skills and saving throws. That is the same as a ranger with a Beastmaster Ranger. Its hit points maximum is equal to its normal maximum plus 4 times your druid level. That's different. A ranger's animal companion is either its normal maximum or 4 times your ranger level. This adds both, so it makes it a little bit more powerful. But if you're thinking about what you're trading off on, the boosted spells and the crazy amount of awesome wild shape stuff, kind of evens out. It gains a number of hit dice equal to your druid level, appropriate for its size, which you can choose to spend during a short rest to heal it. So it has hit dice to be able to heal on a short rest. Gains these hit dice back when you take a long rest. The beast obeys your commands as best it can. It takes its turn on your initiative, though it doesn't take an action unless you command it to. On your turn, you can verbally command the beast where to move, and you can use a bonus action to verbally command it to attack, dash, disengage, dodge, or help. Again, in base, better than a ranger's animal companion. I agree. That's what I think. That's a very base level buff or tweak, I guess, that Wizards of the Coast could do to make a Beastmaster Ranger that much better. Just make that all bonus action, and then that's that much better. But we're not talking about rangers, we're talking about druids. If you're incapacitated, the beast will do its best to defend you and itself from hostile creatures. Your companion is considered trained to accept you as a rider and may be controlled by you when mounted in combat. This would obviously be for a small character. It is a medium character, at least for now. If the beast dies, you can obtain another one by spending 8 hours magically bonding with another beast that isn't hostile to you, either of the same type of beast as before or a different one. Also at 2nd level, you get Nature's Bond, which again, a really solid way if you're looking to homebrew, tweak your ranger to make it more viable. At 2nd level, you can cast the Beast Bond spell as a ritual. At 3rd level, you can cast Beast Sense, or on your animal companion as a ritual. You do not need to have these spells prepared to cast them as rituals on your animal companion. So, I'm going to pull those up here on my phone because just in case you're not sure what they are, we'll talk about why those are really good. So, Beast Bond, a great spell. It's 1 action to cast. In this case, it would be a ritual, so take 10 minutes to cast, 11 minutes to cast, 10 minutes and, 6 seconds. It lasts up to 10 minutes. It's concentration, but still, for a ritual, not bad. You establish a telepathic link with one beast you touch that is friendly to you or charmed by you. The spell fails if the beast has intelligence of 4 or higher. Until the spell ends, the link is active while you and the beast are within line of sight of each other. Through the link, the beast can understand your telepathic messages to it and can telepathically communicate simple emotions and concepts back to you. While the link is active, the beast gains advantage on attack rolls against any creature within 5 feet of you that you can see. So, obviously, it being within 5 feet of you and attacking is big, but the reason you want to do that is you now have a telepathic link to your animal, so it doesn't require you anything but the ability to think to command it to attack. Normally, you would require a bonus action, which is good if you're using it to concentrate on another higher or more powerful spell. But if you have Beast Bond up, you can just say, hey buddy, get that guy. And that takes you no time to, as fast as your character can think, you can command your beast to attack. Solid. And then Beast Sense, we will also look at that. Which is a little bit different, but that is a ritual as it in and of itself. But you get to cast it as a ritual kind of for free. Lasts up to an hour. You touch a willing beast. For the duration of the spell, you can use your action to see through the beast's eyes and hear what it hears, and continue to do so until you use your action to return to your normal senses. While perceiving through the beast's senses, you gain the benefits of any special senses it possesses, though you are blinded and deafened to your surroundings. What that means is your character is blind because you're looking through the beast's eyes. Super great if you have a flying animal companion, like a giant eagle or something like that, that can fly off, has really good eyesight, can see things, and then you're like, okay guys, I know this is where we gotta go, kind of a thing. And then this was a huge one that I really like. Additionally, at 5th level, your bond to your animal companion allows you to cast Revivify on it. You always have this spell prepared, and it doesn't count against the number of spells you have prepared each day. The spell has no benefit if it's cast on a creature other than your animal companion. Revivify is one that I don't believe... Yeah, Druids don't have access to. It's a 3rd level spell. If you get to in this case, only to your animal companion within a minute of it falling down and dying, you can cast Revivify on it. It does require a diamond of 100 gold pieces value, I believe. And then it's brought back to 1 health. And then you could proceed to heal it. Which is great, because having to go through the process of 8 hours to get another animal companion, if you could just bring it back, that's huge. And 6, we're going to talk about the big change. At 6th level, you can touch your animal companion to use your wild shape to shapeshift it. Your companion transforms into the form of your choosing. You may choose any form that obeys the Druid wild shape limitations, or to enhance its current form as if it were under the effects of the Enlarge spell. Your companion follows the rules for wild shape while it is transformed. So, why don't we look up wild shape real quick? I'll have it right here on my phone. You know what? We'll look up Enlarge first. How about that? So, Enlarge. You're going to use the Enlarge side, not the Reduce. The target size doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8. If it was a medium creature, it goes to large, now allowing you, as a medium-sized creature, to ride your mount into combat, if you so choose. Until the spell ends, the target has advantage on all saving throw checks, or strength checks and strength saving throws. And its attacks would do an extra d4 of damage. So if it's a bear and it does 2d6, now it does 2d6 plus a d4, plus its strength. So that's that. That is not what I wanted to do. Let's look up really quick. Wild Shape. The reason why I say I really like this is previously to this most recent update, you had to concentrate on... You used to waste your concentration on keeping your animal in the wild-shaped form. Which is kind of silly, because druids don't require concentration to stay in animal form. They stay in animal form until they're knocked out by your health dropping. So, wild shape. Which means at level 6, your animal companion could be a creature of up to a half challenge rating. And it could have a swim speed, but no fly speed. It has the statistics... let's see. And it would have the statistics of the new creature. So the strength, dexterity, and constitution of the new creature. It would keep its intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. When you transform, you assume the beast's hit dice. So it would have whatever the new animal companion's health is. Yeah, so it would have the new animal's health. And then when that animal's health gets dropped down to 0, it is now its current form. So... think about that. It's going to have its maximum hit dice plus 4 times your druid level. Then it's got new hit dice when it transforms into its wild shape form. That gets knocked out, then it rolls over into its new form. So it has a fairly... it's fairly survivable. It can't cast spells, but that's not a thing. You don't benefit, blah, blah, blah. These are all things that are specific to the druid. But it gets the new hit dice and the strength, dex, and con of the new creature. So... that was the 6th level ability. When you hit level 8, which would be the maximum, at level 8, it can now have a fly. When you're level 8, you could transform it into a creature with a CR of 1, and it would also have the ability to fly. So you could turn it into, say, a giant eagle, and then it could fly off, and you could get the beast sense for that. So, at level 10, you get another feature. If your animal companion dies and you bond with a new one, you select this one. It gains one of the following traits if it doesn't have it already. Dark Vision, your animal companion gains Dark Vision of 60 feet. Burrow Speed, it gets a 10-foot burrow speed. Resistance, this is a big one. Choose Acid, Cold, Fire, Lightning, Necrotic, or Poison. Your companion gains resistance to that damage type. That's pretty solid. I would probably choose Fire because it's the most common damage type, but that could mean a Fireball doesn't instantly take out your companion. Pack Tactics is also huge. Your companion gains advantage on attack rolls against the creature if at least one of your allies was within 5 feet of it and it's not incapacitated. If you're riding your mount into combat, you're automatically within 5 feet of it. Your mount will attack with Pack Tactics. Relentless. If your animal companion goes down to 0 hit points, it pops up to 1 once per short or long rest. Again, a solid way to keep your animal companion being survivable. Rampage. When your animal companion reduces a creature to 0 hit points, it can move up to half of its speed and make a single attack. The key point in that is that it doesn't use a reaction. That just happens. So if it takes somebody down, it can move and make another attack. If you have transformed it into, say, a brown bear, your brown bear could have just used multi-attack, bite, claw, take something down, move, and then attack again. That's pretty solid. And then Pounce, also really great. If your companion moves at least 20 feet in a straight line and hits a creature with a melee attack that turn, the creature has to make a strength saving throw equal to 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your pet strength mod, or be knocked prone. If it gets knocked prone, your companion can then automatically make a singular melee attack, which again, if you have multiple attacks, obviously choose the more powerful one. And then your 14 ability is when you cast a spell or make an attack, your animal companion can make an attack against a creature targeted by that spell or attack as part of that action. So think about that for a second, right? Let's say you're a druid and you've got your stick and you shillelagh'd up your staff and you move into this guy, or you have a spell even, you produce flame, and you send your animal companion transformed to a lion or a direwolf or whatever to go get this guy, right? You throw a fireball at this guy with produce flame. As part of you doing that, your animal companion gets to attack it. Then, your animal companion gets its turn where it gets to attack as well. So, you could have your animal companion go before you, and if it's a wolf, try to knock it prone so you can swing with advantage, and then your wolf gets another attack. a pretty solid thing, especially as a class that doesn't get 2 attacks. In addition, when you and your companion can see each other, you gain advantage on saving throws to resist or overcome being charmed or frightened. You know, you guys fight as one. You boost each other and bolster each other's defenses against charm and frightening because you're there for each other and you've got each other's back. I don't know. This just really makes me happy because I loved Druids back in 3.5, and I love that Druids got animal companions. That was some of my fondest Dungeons & Dragons memories of times before 5th edition. And this kind of gets close to that. I mean, you can't have as powerful animal companions, but this is pretty solid. And I mean, Druids are no slouch when it comes to spellcasting anyway, and you still have, you could still wild shape yourself if you wanted to, and you still have the Druid spell list, which is fairly solid all around. So you've got that, and this, what's nice about this, I guess, is when you wild shape, let's say you're a circle of the moon or land, when you, well, I guess more land, when you wild shape, you can't cast spells until level 18. Even that, I mean, you have more powerful animal forms as a circle of the moon, but you still can't cast. So you can wild shape your animal companion, and then you can still cast. So it's a pretty cool way to flip the script and get, you know, kind of break that economy to have wild shape happen and still cast spells. I don't know. I really like it. I think it's really cool. I like the concept of that. It'd be cool to have a wolf companion to then transform your wolf companion into a dire wolf. I think that's a pretty cool concept. Or something completely ridiculous to have like a panther and turn it into a giant eagle is also kind of weird. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. It's free. It can't hurt to go pick it up. Stray Chow Chow also has the Circle of the Fountain and the Circle of... it's like the Bloom. I think it's like a fungus-based one. And the Circle of the Fountain is really powerful. It's a healing-based one. It's really good. You should go check those out as well. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. I'll see you next time.